In previous video of all pair shortest path, I explained what is all pair shortest path problem, and also I discussed how to solve this problem using dynamic programming with Floyd-Warshall algorithm. Now just some students have doubts on the path generation, so I explained how to generate the path in the case of Floyd-Warshall algorithm from one vertex to another with the same example by what I have taken in the previous video. Okay, but before giving that, just I am again repeating what is all pair shortest path problem. In all pair shortest path problem, given directed, connected, weighted graph with cost associated with each edge, where the cost is defined as what? Cij, Cii equal to 0. Remember that here the for all I means here the cost matrix simply initialized with that all diagonal entries are 0, and the Cij for I is not equal to 0. This is the cost of edge ij, cost of edge ij. I is not equal to j and ij belongs to E, and Cij equal to infinite for I is not equal to j and ij does not belongs to E. Okay, so this is the cost here. The only difference that for I is not equal to j and the edge ij does not belongs to E, then we initialize it with infinite, and that all the diagonal entries contains 0, as it is giving what? The shortest path. So shortest path from vertex I to vertex I is always 0. That's why the cost adjacency matrix, all the diagonal elements are initialized with 0. Okay, now what is the problem here? The problem is simply to find the length of the shortest path for all pairs of vertices in graph G. Okay, so here suppose it is saying that like that, if for between every pair of vertices like 1 to 3, 1 to 2, 1 to 1, then 2 to 1, 2 to 2, 2 to 3, 2 to 4, so it will give the length of the shortest path. As I described the Floyd-Warshall algorithm. Actually, Floyd-Warshall algorithm uses the concept of intermediate vertices between when we consider the shortest path from the vertex I to vertex j. The shortest path, simply that shortest path has a characteristic that simply this path, if we consider this path as passing through the first the no vertex, then it passes through one intermediate vertex, then it passes through two intermediate vertices, and so on. So in the Floyd-Warshall matrices, we generate the distance matrices. So D0, what I have described how to generate these entries, I have described already in the previous video. D0 is simply same as the cost matrix, because D0 means I am considering the path from every vertex I to j without any intermediate vertex. So of course this is simply just, it is what, if I am considering I to j, so if there is a direct edge from I to j, then its cost is there. If there is no direct edge from I to j, then the corresponding entry will be initialized with infinite. Okay, and this is the corresponding to this graph. Just the here the D0 or the cost adjacency matrix is according to this graph. Okay, now D1. D1, we compute the D1 when the intermediate vertex is 1. So just this will give you the shortest distance between every pair of vertices, as 1 is used as a intermediate vertex. Here D2 will give the length of the shortest path between every pair of vertices I and j when the intermediate vertices are used 1, 2, and I said that D1 is generated from D0, and here just it used that K1. So for every entry we take the minimum, what I explained in the previous video. So this is D0, D1, D2, D3, D4. So if there are n vertices in the graph, then you have to generate the distance matrices. First d1, d2, d3, d4 and finally dn. If the n is the number of vertices, there are 4 vertices in the graph, so d4, actually d4 will give you the length of the shortest path between every pair of vertices. So at the end, just 1 to 2, the shortest distance, length of the shortest path from 1 to 2 is 5. 1 to 3, the length of the shortest path is 6 and so on. Okay, this matrix is the output of the Floyd-Warshall algorithm. Simply, just this matrix is generated from the cost adjacency matrix gradually one by one by considering considering one intermediate vertex in the path from I to j, for every I and j. The 2, we consider the 2 intermediate vertices 1, 2. For generating d3, we consider the 3 intermediate vertices 1, 2, 3. And for d4, a. And when we generate d4, just we take it, because if when we are generating say d4, then the d3 already cover 1, 2, 3. So d4 will be generated from d3, d3 will be generated from d2, d2 will be generated from d1 and d1 is generated from d0, and d0 is nothing but cost matrix. Now this will be generated directly. Now here just it is giving the distance of the shortest path from between every pair of vertices, but it is not giving what is the shortest path. Suppose here I am considering 1 to 3. 1 to 3, the length of the shortest path is 6. But it is not telling that what is the path from, what is the shortest path from 1 to 3. So to generate the shortest path, we generate the path matrix, and path matrix is updated according to this equation. Initialize, first we initialize, we take the another matrix to generate the path, that is the path matrix. Say suppose here I am saying the P matrix, and the entry initialize, this is the initialization of the path matrix. Simply it is initialized with -1 if I equal to j or the cost of ij is infinite. Otherwise the pij is initialized with I. Okay, and now at the each step when we update, then pij, when you compute dk, the same we update the P matrix for k. So if k is not an intermediate vertex, okay, then simply it is taken from the previous path matrix, the entry ij, pij, pkij same as pk minus 1 ij, and if suppose k is an intermediate vertex, then from in the path from I to j, then this is pk minus 1 kj. Okay, so whatever be the kjth entry in the previous matrix will be copied here pij. Now with this I will generate this path matrix. Okay, so first we initialize the path matrix according to the cost matrix with this. Okay, so what it is saying that if I equal to j or cij infinite, then -1. So here this is what? -1. This is 8. So simply it is initialized with I. So the row number is here what? 1. 1 infinite, so -1. 3, that is 1. Okay, now in the second infinite means -1. 0 means I equal to j, that is -1. 1, so here it is initialized with I because I am taking the second row, and the infinite means -1. Now 4, 3, -1 and -1, this is a I equal to j, and -1 as this entry is infinite, and the fourth is infinite -1, this is what? 4, and this is 4, and this one is -1. Okay, so if see 8 is 1, 3 is 1, and 1 is 2, and here 4, only 4, so simply 3, and 2 and 9, 4, 4. All other entries are -1. Now see P1 will be generated from P0 with this equation. Okay, now what it is saying that if k is, so here see D1, what entry with the red marks? It means this entry is telling that here the path, like when we consider the path from 3 to 2, it means just here it is updated. It means in the path 3 to 2, the k is used as k is an intermediate vertex. So only for these two entry the path matrix will be updated according to this formula, and all other entries will be same. So first I am copied from here, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, 2, minus 1, 4. Here there is a change. There is a change means here k is an intermediate and the value of k is 1. So simply what it is saying that from the previous matrix, I is what? Here I, j. I is 3, j is 2, okay, and k is 1, okay. So what it is saying that ki P32 will be filled by P12, kj 12. So see here what is in 12 is 1. So this is, I am changing this entry with red, 1, 2, that is 1. Now the next is 0. 0 is simply copied, minus 1. Now here this entry is again the k. So what it's saying, I is what? 3, j is 4. 3, 4 entry will be changed by the previous path matrix as 1, 4. So here 1, 4 is 1. So simply this is 1, okay, and no entry is changed here in all this. So simply you copied it, minus 1, 4, 4, minus 1, always, okay. This is 3 because we copied this entry from here, okay. So not previously I have written here the 4. The D matrix is used only for that whether the k exists in the path or not. The path matrix always be generated from the previous path matrix as the distance matrix, okay. Now simply here in this case, see this entry and this entry for path 1 to 3, the k2 as a 1 to 3 in the path 1 to 3, 2 is used as an intermediate vertex. In the path 4 to 3, the 2 is used as an intermediate. So in the path matrix P2, only these two entries will be changed by this equation and all other entries will be copied from the previous path matrix, okay. So minus 1, 1. Now this entry is 1, 3. So here I is 1, j is 3 and k is 2. So what it is saying that 1, 3 is equal to 2, 3 from the previous entry. So 2, 3 is 2. So this is 2. Then simply 1, minus 1, minus 1, 2, minus 1, 3, 1, minus 1, 1 and minus 1, 4. Now this entry, see this entry is changed. So when this entry is changed, simply just what? I is 4 and j is what? 3 and k is 2, okay. So 4, 3 will be filled by 2, 3, okay. So 2, 3 in the previous matrix, 2, 3 is 2. So here 2 and then the previous entry is copied. Now come to P3. In P3 simply there are 3 entries, okay. So except these 3 entries I will copy all the entries from P2. So minus 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Then this entry is changed. This entry change means 3 is an intermediate vertex in the path from 2 to 1, okay. So here, actually this is from the black pen, minus 1, I am using the red pen with only the changes in the matrix from the previous one, 2, 1, okay. Now here ij 2, 1. So I is 2, j is 1 and k is 3, okay. 2, 1, k is 3. So here we generate what? 2, 1 will be changed by 3, 1 in the previous matrix. 2, 1 will 3, 1. So here see 3, 1 is 3. So 3, 1 is 3. Now minus 1, 2 and now this entry is also changed with red pen. So here the what? 2, 4. 2, 4 is changed with 3, 4. So 3, 4 is 1. So it is changed 3, 4. Now the next row is copied as it is, minus 1, 1. Now in the fourth is, this entry is changed. So here the 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1 and k is 3. So 4, 1 entry will be changed with 3, 1 from the previous entry. So 3, 1 is 3. 4, 1 is changed with 3, 1. So 3, 1 is 3. Then 2 is 4, 4 and what 2, this is here 2 and minus 1. Okay. Now P3. Now we consider P4. P4, the 3 entries have been changed. Okay, see. So first all other entries will be copied. So minus 1 from this matrix P3 and 1, 2. 1, 2 here I is 1, J is 2. As I am filling the entry P4, 1, 2. K is 4. Okay. So 1, 2 is filled by what? 4, 2. 1, 2 will be filled by 4, 2 from the previous entry. So 4, 2 is what? 4. So 4, 2 is 4. Now the next entry is also changed. So here J is 3. Now 1, 3 entry will be changed with 4, 3. So 4, 3 is 2. So here 2. Now all previous entries will be copied. 1 and then the 3 minus 1, 2, 1 and then the 3 and this entry is changed. See, this entry in the path matrix is changed. So here this is what? I is 3, J is 2. Okay. I is 3, J is 2 and K is 4. So 3, 2 is changed with the from the previous matrix with the entry 4, 2. 4, 2 is 4. 4, 2 is 4. Okay. And then minus 1, 1, 3, 3, 4, 2, minus 1 as no entries are changed. Okay. Now this is the final path matrix and from this I will generate what? I will generate the path. Okay. So I am writing a recursive algorithm to generate the shortest path using this path matrix. Also, okay. So here say print path, and here the P matrix is declared suppose globally. So it will take only ij. This function will be called to find the shortest path between every pair of vertices. So if there are n cross n matrices, so there are n cross n entries. So you have to call this function n cross n times for taking the shortest path between every pair of vertices. Print path ij. Okay. So if I equal to j, then print or write. Just here I am writing the C function. Suppose int I, int j. Okay. If I equal to j, print what? %d and I. Okay. Else, if Pij, the path matrix, Pij equal to minus 1. If Pij equal to nil, that is here the nil is, I am taking the nil as minus 1, then simply printf no path exists from I to j. Okay, no path exists. Okay. Else we call this function again print path with I and whatever the entry here Pij. So Pij will become in the next recursive call, the j will become the entry in the Pij. Okay. So here the Pij. Okay. So this is the recursive function print path I, P, I, J, this, okay, and then at the end when the recursion terminate, then simply here this is a tail recursion, we printf %d j, okay. Now see the working of this to print the shortest path between every pair of vertices here, okay. So simply suppose this is the final matrix, okay. So suppose here I am explaining its work. Now suppose this, I am calling this function print path to find the distance between 1, 2. So I will call the function print path what 1, 3, okay, and this path matrix is declared globally, so it is changed. Now I am having this path matrix, and from this path matrix this function is called to print the shortest path between every pair of vertices, and this function is called to print for every pair of vertices. So here I have called it 1, 3. So this function will give you what? This function will give you the shortest path from 1 to 3, okay. When you are calling it with I and j, so it will print shortest path from vertex I to vertex j, okay. So here the condition, if I equal to j, so I equal to j, condition is false, okay. So simply if p, see I equal to j, that is 1 equal to 3, it is not true, condition is not true, then pij equal to, pij is not 1, 3, see in here the entry 1, 3 is 2, this is not equal to -1, this condition is also false. So simply the print path function is called, this is the recursive function, this function is called, but now at this time in the next calling the parameter j is changed. So you know that whenever there is a recursive call, all formal parameters and local parameters are pushed onto the stack. As I and j both are pushed, but here just for tracing, just because j is changing, so I am pushing only j. So at the present the value of j is what? 3. So 3 will be pushed onto the stack, and the function will be called the next time with what? Print path what? The 1, that is I, and pij, that is 2, 1, 2 next time, okay. So now 1, 2, again 1 is not equal to 2, 1, 2 is 4, this is path entry is not -1, so again the function is called, so I will push the value of j, now the value of j is 2, okay, and the function is called with what? Print path what? 1 and pij, so what is in 1, 2, 1, 2 is 4, so the function is called with 1, 4. Now the next time j will become 4. So here I is not equal to j. See 1, 4. See the entry of 1, 4. I is not equal to j 1, and also pij is not equal to -1. So simply the 4 will be pushed onto the stack, and the print path function is called print path will 1, and what is the entry in 1 far is 1, okay. So here now I equal to j, so it will print 1, it will print 1, and as simply this condition is true, so both else part will be escaped, and here this j, the stack will be checked to whether the stack is empty or not, and all the elements will be popped, and in the reverse order it will be printed. So the path is 1, 4, 2, 3. What you can see here, 1 to 3 shortest path is 1 to 4, 4 to 2, 2 to 3. Okay, this is for this one. Now the next, suppose you want to dry run for any other node, say here suppose for 3 to 2, and just dry run. So first we call print path this function for what? 3, 2, 3, 2. Okay, now print path 3, 2. So here I is 3 and j is 2. I is 3, j is 2. I is not equal to j. Pij 3, 2 entry is not 4, is not equal to -1. So it will call what? Print path, but before passing just j will be pushed. I is also pushed, but here I am not showing that because I is not changing. I is same. Okay, so now the 3, and what is the entry in 3 2 is 4. So the function is called again with the parameter 3 4. 3 is not equal to 4. 3 4. See 3 4. Here 3 4 is not -1. So the 3 4 is again pushed, and the function is called print path what 3, and the 3 4 entry is 1 3 1. Okay, now just 3 is not equal to 1 again, so the 1 is pushed 3 1. Now the print path 3 1, and then 4 is pushed and it will call 3 1 print path sorry, just here 3 2, the entry is 4. Okay, so it will call 3 4. Okay, so it will call see 3 2 is entry is 4, so 2 is pushed and 3 4 is called. 3 is not equal to 4, 3 is not equal to 4, so it will call what 3 1. Okay, now print path it will call what 1 is pushed, and here simply the entry will be called with 3 4. Some entry is wrong here, but just see what is the shortest path from 3 to 2. 3 to 2 is the shortest path. 3 to 2. 3 to 2 is 9. So 3 to 2 is 9 is what? 3 to 2. 3 to 2 is 4, and this one. Okay, so okay, yes, it is correct. 3 2 4 3 1. Okay, then simply 1. Okay, so yeah, just 1, and then 3 3. Okay, it will call 3 3, and simply 3 is equal to 3. So here the function terminate, and it will write 3, and all the will be popped 3 1 4 2. 3 1 4 2. Okay, so in this way, by using this function, the shortest path between every pair of vertices have been generated. Okay, now I am giving the algorithm for generating this path matrix as well as what the distance matrix. Okay, so what is the code for Floyd-Warshall algorithm? So in the Floyd-Warshall algorithm, say Floyd-Warshall, and here just simply the path matrix is declared globally, the cost matrix is also declared globally. Okay, so simply just Floyd-Warshall, I am calling here Floyd-Warshall. First, the distance matrix will be its output. Distance matrix also declared globally, which is its output. Okay, so first distance matrix D0 will be initialized with the cost matrix. So here that initialization is for I equal to 1 to n, for j is equal to 1 to n, and then d of, this is the distance matrix, dij equal to Cij, where the graph is represented using cost adjacency matrix, and the graph cost adjacency matrix name is C. Okay, just here the initially D0 will be initialized with what? The cost adjacency matrix. So this is D0. The same time you initialize the path matrix. So for path matrix, what is the initialization? For I equal to 1 to n, for j is equal to 1 to n. If I equal to j means if it is a diagonal entry, or if it is a diagonal entry, or the Cij equal to infinite. When you implement it, then infinite can be replaced with 999 or whatever. If ij is equal to this, then path Pij equal to what? -1. Okay, else Pij equal to I. this code is for the initialization of the path matrix, and this code is for the initialization of the distance matrix. Okay, so here you can write to the Dij also instead of cost matrix. Okay, now the next is simply just I will write the code for generating for updating the distance matrix, and I will update in the same distance matrix. The D is representing first time D0. When we update it, then it will represent D1 and so on. Okay, so outer loop is for this, for k equal to 1 to n. Okay, when the value of k is 1, it means I am generating D1. When the value of k is 2, then I am generating D2 and so on. So for every entry, the loop will run from what? For I equal to 1 to n, for j is equal to 1 to n, then what? The Dij equal to what? Dij equal to minimum just simply you can check it. What? See, if Dik, okay, the case that when k is an intermediate, Dik plus Dkj, okay, is less than Dij, that is the previous entry. Okay, here I am not using the superscript because automatically when the value of k, then this is computing what? The D1. When the value of k is 2, this is computing what? D2 and so on. So Dik plus Dkj is less than Dij, then update Dij. So Dij will become what? The new entry is in Dij, otherwise Dij is same. Okay, so Dij equal to Dik plus Dkj. Okay, so this condition is telling that simply that if Dik plus Dkj is less than Dij, it means that k is an intermediate vertex in the path from I to j. Also, when this condition is true, then only the path matrix to be updated. So here you update the P matrix Pij equal to Pkj. What I explained just now, that Pij equal to Pkj, and path matrix will be updated only for those where the D entry is, the entry in the distance matrix is updated. For only that the path matrix entry is updated. Okay, so this is the algorithm, and you can execute it. What is the issue about graph, about cost matrix or path matrix initialization? Here I have initialized the path matrix in the same code, and the graph read function. The graph read function, what you write, just void and then you write the graph just yourself, the weighted graph where all the graph will be entry will be initialized with 999 where the age exists, but if for the diagonal element, careful that it should be initialized with 1. Okay, now just when I said that here in the case of Floyd-Warshall algorithm, it is possible that the cost of the edges may be negative, means Cij less than 0 for I is not equal to j. So Floyd-Warshall algorithm allows the graph, it works for the graph which contains the negative cost, which contains the age with negative cost, but it does not work properly when the graph contains, if G contains cycle with negative cost. Cycle with negative cost means there should not be cycle with negative. G does not contain any cycle with negative cost. This is the condition that here the Floyd-Warshall algorithm, there can be cycle, but the total cost of the cycle cannot be negative. And if the graph contains negative cost cycle with negative cost, then it does not work properly. Okay, so remember that here the condition is that the first is the Floyd-Warshall algorithm and Dijkstra algorithm. Floyd-Warshall algorithm allows negative cost edges, and it does not allow any cycle with negative cost. Okay, so what is the meaning of this cycle with negative cost? Suppose I am considering this graph, say here 1 and 2, say 3 and 4, say this is, okay, and this is 2, 3 and 4. Okay, suppose here I am writing 1, -1, suppose. So if I am writing here -1, so see, this is the cycle, this is the cycle. But if we compute the cost of the cycle, then the cost of the 4 plus 3 7 minus 1 is 6. So this type of cycle is allowed where the cost is positive. It doesn't mean that the cycles are not allowed. The cycles are allowed, but the cost of the cycle should not be negative. The negative cost cycle are not allowed in Floyd-Warshall algorithm. Okay, so suppose here I am taking what, -10. Okay, now see, just here this algorithm does not work properly. So now I am showing that, because the reason for that, if suppose I will consider this path again and again, so the path will be going on reduced and ultimate arbitrary small, that it can lead to the minus infinite. So it does not work properly. Now I will show you that if suppose the graph contains what, the negative weight cycle, then the Floyd-Warshall algorithm does not work properly. And sometimes Floyd-Warshall algorithm is used to check, to detect whether in a given graph the negative weight cycle exists or not. First one change, here see, in the Floyd-Warshall algorithm, in the computation of D matrix or updation, simply just here when I was computing, just I was copying the diagonal element, but here this is not the case. So this computation is done for the diagonal element also, ij. So you have, when you compute the according to this algorithm, when you compute the distance matrix from one to another, then you have also compute what, the I or JJ entry with the same formula. Okay, you don't leave. Just I will tell you why. Because if the negative weight cycle exists, then at any particular time you get the diagonal element as negative. It means the Floyd-Warshall algorithm is not working properly. Okay, so see, just for this graph, I will show that it will not, the Floyd-Warshall algorithm does not work properly. Okay, so first I will take what, D0. Okay, so there are 4 vertices, so simply 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is 1 to 1 is 0 initially, 1 to 2 is 3, 1 to 3. 1 to 3 is infinite, 1 to 3 is infinite, and 1 to 4, 1 to 4 is infinite. Okay, 2 to 1, 2 to 1 is infinite, 2 to 2 is 0, 2 to 3 is -10, and 2 to 4, 2 to 4, 2 to 4 is infinite. 3 to 1, 3 to 1 is 4, 3 to 1 is 4, 3 to 2, 3 to 2 is infinite, 3 to 3 is 0, and 3 to 4, 3 to 4 is 2, 4 to 1 is infinite, 4 to 2 infinite, 4 to 3 infinite, and 4 to 4 is 0. Okay, this is initialized with what? The initialization, the cost matrix. If the age exists, then we write its cost. If age doesn't exist, then we write infinite, and the diagonal entries will be initialized with 0. Now I will generate D1. Remember that here I will generate from this algorithm. Okay, initialization is okay. Now the value of k is here 1. K equal to 1. Okay, so I am applying this algorithm. So simply just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so first I said that the first row, because in the intermediate vertex cannot be the source vertex or destination vertex. So first row and first column copied. So first row is here what? 0, 0, 3, infinite, infinite, and the first column infinite, 4, infinite. Okay, now here simply just I will have to compute what? First 2, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is D2. Now 2, 2. Again I am saying just don't copy 0 here, just because in this algorithm, just yesterday I copied 0 in all diagonal element. If there is no negative weight cycle, then always in the diagonal element, in the final distance matrix, you will get 0, because I to I or the same vertex to same vertex, the cost always be 0. But suppose the graph contain the negative weight cycle, then at certain point it will give the negative weight in diagonal position. Okay, so I will compute the 2, 2 also. So 2, 2 is what? So here first we go for what? 2, 2, 2. 2, I have to compute 2, 2, and sorry, this is D1. D1. So first we get 2, 1. 2, 1 is this one. So this is infinite. So simply see what it is saying, that I, K. So I is here what? 2. K is what? 2, 1. So 2, 1 is infinite. Infinite में आप कुछ भी जोड़ोगे तो वो क्या होगा? इससे तो बड़ा ही रहेगा. तो ये कंडीशन होल्ड ही नहीं हो रही, तो प्रीवियस वाले सारे कॉपीज हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि यही चीज क्या हो गई तो आप इसे कॉपी कर दो एज इट इज. कौन सी? सेकंड रो. 0, -10, infinite. Now consider this one. Okay, now we compute what? 3, k is 1 still. Now I will compute what? 3, 1. So 3, 1 is 4. 3, 1, and I am computing what? 3, 2. So 3, 1 and 1, 2. 3, 1 and 1, 2. Okay, so 4 plus 3, 7. So here this is updated. This entry is updated. That is 7. Now just what? 3, 1, that is 4, and 3, 3. Here again I am saying diagonal entry you have to compute. Okay, so 3, 1 is what? 4, and 3, 3 is infinite. So simply infinite. So here this is of course greater than Dij. So previous entry will be copied. That is in the third row is 0. So 0 is copied. Now 4 and infinite. 4 and infinite. So simply the previous entry is copied. That is 2. Now 4. So here in the fourth case, the 4, 2. So when we compute 4, 1, 4, 1 is infinite. So this is infinite. So of course this always be greater than the previous entries. So I will copy this row as it is. Okay. So this is D1. Now I will compute D2. With same algorithm, I will compute D2. D2. Okay, so D2 and 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just here 1, 1 to 1. So here D2. So second row and second column is not going to change. So simply the second row is infinite, 0, -10, and infinite. Okay, and second column is 3, 0, 7, and 3, 7, and infinite. Here infinite. Okay, so this is the. So now I have to compute 1, 1. 1, 1. First we consider 1, 2. So 1, 2. 1, 2 is this one. 1, 2 and this is what? We have to compute 2, 1. So 3 plus infinite is greater than the previous entry. So previous entry is 0. So 0 is copied. Now just 1, 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 2, 3. 2, 3, that is minus 10. And here this is what? Infinite. So this is updated. This is updated with what? Minus 10. Now see 1, 4. So simply we consider what? 1, 2. 1, 2 is 3. 1, 2 is 3 and 2, 4 is infinite. So the previous entry is copied. So this is infinite. Now 3, 1. 3, 1 is 3, 2. 3, 2 is this one. And 3, 2 and 2, 1. 2, 1. 3, 2 and 2, 1. Infinite. So of course the previous entries will be copied. So this is 4. Now 3, 3. Now consider 3, 3. So 3, 3 is first 3, 2, that is 7. And 3, 2 is 7. And 2, 3 is minus 10. Now see, 3, 2 is 7 and 2, 3 is minus 10. Minus 10 and 7, this is minus 3. Now see here, it is changed. So this is minus 3. See, this is here, this is a diagonal element 3, 3. So this is because what? The graph contains the negative weight cycle. So always remember that the Floyd-Warshall algorithm does not work properly when the graph contains the negative weight cycle, and simply just the Floyd-Warshall algorithm is also used to check whether, so if any of the, at the end when you are when you have generated d1, d2, d3 and so on dn, after that you can check if any of the diagonal element is minus negative, it means the graph contains the negative weight cycle. Now see, listen, why this negative? Simply just if you consider the I, the diagonal entry I, it means just I is repeated. So it means ki just simply it is starting from I and ending at I, it is going for some cycle. So if we just 3 to 3, so if we repeat this cycle again and again, 3, 3, if we change again, then it is going on reducing. So it will not give the correct answer. So always remember, the Floyd-Warshall algorithm does not work properly if the graph contains negative weight cycle. And here the graph, the negative weights edges are allowed. This is the one graph that the Floyd-Warshall algorithm can be used to determine the shortest path for all pairs of vertices with negative edge cost and no negative weight cycle. Okay, thank you.